Hey guys, we're here at Fort Stevens State Park down in Warrenton, Oregon. And we got here yesterday at one site. We stayed there for one night and then moved into our longer stay site. So we are in site 037. So we'll take you around, show you a little bit. Yesterday was a little foggy and cloudy, but today it's supposed to be like 80 degrees and it's sunny. So yeah, we'll show you a little around here. Yeah, here's our site. It's actually 035. I just read the sign there. But yeah, it's not too bad. Listed as 46 feet driveway length, so I can just barely fit. I'm backed out over the little concrete curb a little bit to get it in there. But yeah, we're in what they call O loop. And if you look at the outside, on the outside of the loop, all of them have a nice slant for backing in, whereas the ones on the inside are more like 90 degrees. So got to be a little careful with the longer rigs trying to back into these. And yeah, as you can see, my neighbor here in his little Class A backed his tires right up to the curb also. Well, I'll just take you right into the camp here. Got the dog pen, the rug. Karen's checking things out on her tablet there. Reading a book. Oh, reading a book. Okay. And here's what the backside looks like. They're all pretty much the same. You got this is water electric site here. I think that's all they have in this campground. Besides just, they got some dry camping ones also. And they also have cabins and yurts in this campground. The beach is about 3/4 to a mile away. I rode my bike down there to see what it was, and so that's about what it was. And then you can also ride your bikes out to the historic area of Fort Stevens. So mosquitoes are a little bad, but otherwise pretty neat. Nice size site though. But the area behind there is a little dampish, and I think that's where the mosquitoes are coming from. But yeah, otherwise, not a bad site. Here's another site I'll just show you here. This is site 040, so loophole number 40. I got the water electric in the back there, and you can see the picnic table and the site next door there, so you got a nice little strip of land there. The other site's pretty close. Not too bad, but yeah, as you can see, I back up a little so you can see some of the road. This is at a slant to the road, so if you got your longer rigs, it makes it easier to, if you're on one of these outside spots. Yeah, one other thing I was going to mention, there's a lot of, it looks like they're kind of like a ground squirrel. I'll show you a close-up picture of one right now. Yeah, so that's what they are, and they're running all over the campground. So if you're a tent camper especially, you don't want to leave any food out if you're not going to be at your campsite, especially on the picnic table. I've seen some people leaving stuff out, and these things get up on the picnic tables. There's a lot of crows in the camp also, so yeah, pretty funny when you go by and there's a bunch of squirrels on their picnic table just having a feast. But anyway, that's one thing you got to watch for too. Also, maybe don't leave any doors open on your trailer or camper unit there that are lower to the ground than enough they could get into.
We're in Astoria, going to do a little Goonies adventure. This is the City Hall, which is now the Oregon Film Museum. Lots of cars here, looks very popular. Here's the Fertelli's car with the bullet holes in the back of it. When they escape, at the very beginning of the movie. when the Fratelli brother breaks out, and this is their Jeep. Did you see the bullet holes? Yeah. Yeah, this is the Fratelli's car. And so the bullet holes are in the back of the Jeep. And then this is the county jail, which, as I said, is now the Oregon Film Museum. Don't know if it'll show up, but that's One-Eyed Willie back there.
There you go.
With all his treasures and dollar bills. Very narrow hallway here with little segments of the movie. I remember him in the Burbs. Remember him in the Burbs with Tom Hanks? Okay, that was a hill. We made it to the Goonies house, as you can see there. I think next door, one of the houses is Data's house, so I'll have to look at the maps. I don't know if it's that one or the one on the other side. But I believe one of them is Data's house. But here's our Goonies house. You park, they don't allow cars in here. You park a few blocks away and do some uphill hiking.
From Fort Stevens, we took a little trip over to Fort Clapsop at the Lewis and Clark National Historic Park. It's located about 20 minutes away. And we started our visit by going to the museum and doing a walk through there. So here's some pictures of what kind of displays they had. They had some really nice displays, and they had a beautiful bronze statue of Lewis and Clark and the dog and Sacagawea. But anyway, that's kind of the stuff you see there. Next, we took a little walk down a path that goes from the museum down to the actual replica fort. And along the way, there are several kiosks that give you some information about what they were doing at Fort Clapsop and how they had to spend the winter there. And then we got to the fort, and here's a picture of the entrance. And then we went inside, and you can see some of the replica sleeping areas. It looks like some of the sleeping crew areas or the workers. And then there's also the area where the captain slept, and they had desks and tables so they could work on their journals. And also there's a picture of the back of the fort. So I'll leave you with a picture of our dogs and a little of the wildlife at Fort Stevens. Safe travels.